Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. As the days get shorter and winter is right around the corner, got a little time to get caught up on some little projects and some little things here that I want to do. And one of them I'm going to share with you guys here. And what it is it's putting a patina on a knife. Now, a patina is a natural oxidation process that basically puts a protective layer on the surface of carbon steel tools and carbon steel knives in particular. My good friend Uncle Bumble did a video similar to this one years ago, and I'll put a link in the description for that video as well, so you guys can see his take on this process here. And a patina, years ago, a patina would just naturally form as people use their knives. But nowadays, people aren't using their knives constantly for, day-to-day things, cutting up meat, that kind of stuff, like they did 150 years ago. So, us people in the modern world, we have to find other ways to get things done. And forcing a patina is basically taking a carbon steel knife and you expose it to any number of different things, and that actually starts forming a patina on that knife, and you basically speed up the process. Now, I actually got some old knives here that have a natural patina that was just formed from use, and then I actually have another knife here that I did do a patina on myself, similar to what I'm going to show you guys here. And then I'm just going to show you guys how to do it with a new knife that I just recently picked up here. Now, these two knives here are part of my knife collection, and these are sort of a spear point or Kephart style knife, and you can see that black or dark coating on the knife. And patinas can be anywhere from black to like charcoal gray to brown, depending on what the knife was used for to form that patina. But you can see here, that is one. And then here's another one that is a little bit longer. But as people would use these to cut up meat or whatever, these patinas would form. And these are a couple of kind of my favorite ones right here. Now, I actually did a patina on this here. This is a new knife. I wanted a more traditional style looking knife, so I did a patina on this. And this is actually an SE 4HM, where it's got sort of that rounded handle on there. And this had like a paint job on it. And what I did is I stripped that paint job off, and then I forced a patina on this blade, and that's what it looks like there. I actually left the paint underneath the handle, so if this handle gets submerged in water or anything, I don't have any rust forming underneath this. But that patina on there, that protects the blade from the elements to a certain extent, and it's basically a natural oxidation process. And the main way that you can do this is exposing this to some type of vinegar. And I'm actually going to use homemade vinegar here. This is some of my homemade apple scrap vinegar that I made a couple years back. I actually got a video on this. I'll put the link in the description for that video as well if you guys want to learn how to make your vinegar. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up about a good pint of this vinegar, and then I'm going to submerge this knife into that vinegar, and then I'm going to show you what that looks like on this. And what this is this is a Mora Companion carbon, and this is one of Mora's carbon steel knives. I've had pretty good luck with Mora carbon knives, and I got a really smoking hot deal on this guy here, so I thought this was the perfect guy to show you guys how to do a patina. But you can see how shiny that steel looks, but because this is carbon steel, if you leave this out, this is going to eventually rust, but that patina is going to help protect the blade to a certain extent. So what I got over here on my wood stove is I got myself some of my homemade vinegar, and I got that heating up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that into just a regular old mason jar, and then I'm going to submerge this knife into it. So anyway, I'm going to shut the camera off here for a second, and I'm going to grab my warming vinegar, get that in the mason jar there, and we're going to see the difference in this blade. All right, guys, here is our warmed up vinegar. It's not super hot. I can still handle this with a just a glove in a mason jar. Mason jars can handle the heat. That's why I'm using that for this. And here is what the Mora carbon knife looks like. Now, all I'm going to do is submerge this guy into the jar here, and we're just going to let it set for a little bit. Now, all I did to prep this blade is I took a little rubbing alcohol on a little piece of cloth and just wiped off the blade. Because this is a brand new blade, I don't know if there might be a little coating of oil or something on that, so I want this acid to actually penetrate into the metal. That's why I went ahead and I wiped it off with a little bit of rubbing alcohol to start here. But now, all we're going to do is we're going to let this guy sit here and kick back and relax, and we're going to see what thyme and a little homemade apple scrap vinegar does to this carbon knife blade. All right, guys, it has been about a half an hour, and you can see there how the vinegar is reacting with the carbon steel blade with the heat and stuff. Another thing about a patina that I wanted to mention, you can put chemicals on a blade to put that protective layer on, like a bluing or something like that. But then that's always questionable if you want to use it for food. And because I use all my knives for food, I prefer this natural process of forcing a patina with the vinegar. Now we're going to lift this blade out here, give you a general idea what a half an hour, a little homemade vinegar and a little heat did to the finish on this blade. You can see there it's got a nice gray color that's starting to form. I'm going to lift this off here in a second and dry it off and show you guys what the finished product looks like. Now you can leave this in here a lot longer if you want. It just darkens and changes the finish even more. All right, guys, we took the mason jar off the stove. Now we're going to take the knife out of the vinegar. You can see there, that's what it looks like. Now there's going to be a little bit of an excess residue on this blade we're going to need to wipe off. So you need just a piece of clean paper towel or a piece of clean cloth. And we're just going to wipe the blade to take any of that excess residue off like that right there. Catch the back here. Just give it a nice gentle wipe down. Make sure that you don't cut yourself. Be very cautious when you're doing this. And I'm going to hit some of the little nooks and crannies here. And I'll take another one here. Give a wipe. You can see that it's pretty much clean. And you can see there the change of the hue of that knife. It's no longer that bright, shiny metal color. It is kind of a uniformed charcoal gray color. Now, if you want, you can just dab a little bit of cooking oil on the blade here, which I'm going to do both sides. Take another one of my clean paper towels here and just give a wipe down to give it just a little protection. So when it goes back in the sheath, it's going to be good to go. Just one of them old-time skills that I think people that are in the kind of the outdoor and the knife scene should know how to do. A little coating of oil on there to protect it. You can see there what a nice uniform color that is on that Mora Companion from what it was when we started. And it's got, the base for a natural patina. Now, the more you use this knife, the more that patina is going to change, because every patina gets better basically with use. So now I can slap this guy in the sheath and not have to worry about it. And when the time comes where I want to use this guy, it's good to go. But anyway, I just want to show you guys how to do a patina on a knife here. Like I said, this was a pretty inexpensive knife, but it's just something, if you got a carbon steel knife laying around and you want to protect the blade, think about doing a patina on it. But anyway, this is Modern Refugee. Appreciate all my subscribers out there. I hope you guys got a little information and a little entertainment out of this video as always. You guys have a good one.